Yo, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video of some Destiny 2. It's your boss Supply Master to the 8. You already know what it is, and in today's video we will be checking out the 7 Seraph weapons. We'll be ranking these actually. So these weapons came in Season of the Worthy. Most of them you can really get them from Rasputin's bunker, and 2 of them you can get them from the season rank. So we'll be checking those out, ranking them, kind of how they perform accordingly. But anyway, man, it's pretty different from the other videos, and I really hope you do enjoy this video. If you do, smash that like button and tell me what you think about the ranking and anything in the comments down below. First of all, I must state that this ranking is purely subjective, and it will be according to how I feel about the weapons. I will be ranking these weapons on their overall performance in PvE, as this is where I use them most of the time, and I will not be considering any perks or traits, as most of these weapons have random perks that may vary on each random roll, and because some perks may make a good weapon perform poorly. I will also be considering the usefulness of these weapons. This will purely be based on the mods that the weapons can use. Now this will affect the overall ranking of 2 of the Seraph weapons, but I had to take this into consideration as these mods were highly used during the season against champions encountered in bunkers and the legendary lost sector. And since all these Seraph weapons can produce 1 mine cells on enemy kills, this won't affect their ranking. Yeah, so that's basically what I was looking at while I was kind of ranking this over here. Just purely subjective, man, just looking at how I feel about the weapons and the overall performance for me in PvE. Nothing too complicated, man. And yeah, man, let's just jump straight to the ranking. Starting with number 6, the Ark Machine Gun 7 Seventh Seraph. Now for me, this was actually my first machine gun in the game, since I only started playing a few months ago, believe it or not. And I must say, I've seen and heard of better machine guns in the game. According to Destiny Tracker, it fires at 360 RPM, making it part of the high impact class among such machine guns as Fixed Odds and Bane of Sorrow. Guess that's a good thing over there. But not to mention that since the nerf to machine gun burst DPS, machine guns have become the go-to way to quickly clear enemies in PvE, and it's been said that nothing does it better than the 21% Delirium. Now that's one of the machine guns that I've actually heard of that are actually good. So I mean, as you can see, but I go for that one. Personally, I do see people avoiding this weapon over time and simply going for better machine guns like the Xenophage and the Heir Apparent, the new Heir Apparent that we just got. Yeah, man, that's where I see people going with these machine guns. And at number 5, we have the Solar Shotgun 7 Seraph CQC12. So this season came with the atrocity of a shotgun, the 4th Horseman, which was very underwhelming, and the masterwork catalyst only helped so much in my case. It was a pretty bad shotgun for me, man. But this legendary shotgun is a testament of how a good shotgun can perform. Not better than all legendary shotguns that were already in the game though. The shotgun has some good damage to it though, which is not surprising for a shotgun. Of course, you can really do some good damage close range with this weapon. While doing some research, according to Destiny Tracker, it's a lightweight shotgun, and in PvE they simply do not do as much DPS as rapid fire shotgun like the Equalus, just to name one. And I must say that the Equalus is definitely one of the good ones. But the CQC12 still has some good stats values though, a lot of them such as range and handling. So I must say that it's really a good weapon overall. The only reason for its ranking was because its lack of use of seasonal mods, otherwise it would have ranked much higher on my ranking, man. Yeah, so yeah, man, not a lot to say about the shotgun. It's a really good shotgun. The only reason it has because of lack of use of seasonal mods, like I said. Yeah, but I see me using this shotgun way more than the 4th Horseman, of course. Yeah, man, it's not that bad, but the 4th Horseman wasn't for me. But this one over here, man, it really is one of the good ones, and I must say, man, it's a good one. On to number 4, we have the Void Sidearm, the 7 Seraph SI2. Now personally, I did enjoy using this sidearm. I really used it a lot during this season, but with this weapon it was kinda hard to break down. Since I was not taking any perks or traits into consideration with this ranking, it was hard to rank, because according to Destiny Tracker, this weapon is a lightweight void sidearm that fires at 360 RPM. The benefit of lightweight frames is the extra mobility when wielding this weapon, as well as the high handling stats for quick ADS and ready store speeds. So that's the really good amounts, or the really good thing about this weapon. It's pretty good, man, when you're considering those stats. but the downside of the lightweight is the fairly low range stats when compared to other sidearms archetypes. Fortunately, there are multiple of perks to increase this number to respectable amounts according to Destiny Tracker, so that's the reason it's kinda so low, because it mainly relies on the perks to improve its overall performance. So the only reason it's ranked above the CQC-12 shotgun is because of the usefulness of the season mods that it has. So only because it can kind of use the seasonal mods, that's the only reason it's higher than the shotgun. But overall, man, the shotgun is way better than this one, and yeah, man, that's all I can say about this weapon over here. Now moving on to number 3, we have the Ark Machine Gun, the 7th Seraph VY7. I was conflicted with this ranking between this Ark SMG and the auto rifle 7th Seraph Carbine, since I hardly really use any of them, but I must say the SMG really was the worst between the two. I don't really have a lot to say about this SMG. There have been better legendary SMGs like the Recluse, just to name one, but there is some good to it. According to Destiny Tracker, it's an Ark SMG that fires at 600 RPM, making it a precision frame and but one of the slowest firing SMGs, so as you can see. But also its range is one of the highest in its class at 59, with it only being beaten by the NCO. But I also think it's good to mention that it has some good handling stability to it, so I must say it's a pretty good SMG overall, man. But the only reason it's here, like I said, between the assault rifle and it was kind of the worst of the two, but it's a really good SMG. As you can see, it's a precision frame, so it's really good when getting those precision shots, as a lot of bounties kind of require them. But yeah, man, that's all I can say about the SMG. Not really a lot, but anyway, let's just carry on with the ranking. So moving on to number 2, we have the kinetic hand cannon 7th Seraph Office Revolver. So I must say this is kinda unnatural for me, because hand cannons are my overall favorite weapons in the game, and to have it at number 2 is not one of my best personal moments, but I had to consider a few things. The only reason this weapon is at number 2 is because its overall stats are poor compared to other hand cannons like the Service Revolver, which the opposite can be said about the stats of our number 1 ranked weapon. Well, according to Destiny Tracker, this Office Revolver is a kinetic hand cannon that fires at 180 RPM, making it a precision frame like the Trust and Service Revolver. If the Office Revolver stats are compared to these other two hand cannons, it can be said that the 7th Seraph weapon really isn't that great. So the only reason it's ranked so high above other weapons was because of my undying love for hand cannons, but it really wasn't enough to put it at number 1. And finally, at number 1, we have the kinetic auto rifle 7th Seraph Carbine. So overall, I'm not a big fan of auto rifles, but what I've seen is either the weapon is good or bad, and when it comes to this specific auto rifle, I must say it's one of the good ones. So according to Destiny Tracker, the 7th Seraph Carbine fires at 450 RPM, making it a precision frame auto rifle. As with most slower firing auto rifles, the Carbine has an excellent range and stability that allows it to deal its full damage from a greater distance with consistency. If that doesn't say a good auto rifle, I don't know, man. But it also has recoil direction value at 74, so its recoil bounce is almost completely vertical, making this weapon very easy to control. So in terms of PvE, it's really good. It has great stats, so that's why it's at number 1, really, because of its good stats in PvE. But when it comes to PvP, I've heard it's another story. Yeah, so that's it. So I really had to put that the carbine auto rifle at number 1 because of its good stats in PvE. But it should be a short video since I'm just looking at the PvE stats, not the PvP stats. I've seen other channels just really look at the PvE and the PvP, so I'm not doing that because I didn't really take any of the weapons to PvP. Yeah, man, that's the main reason why this video should be really short or should not be that long. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. It's kind of different from the other videos we do. I'm trying to expand the kind of content I make on this game, so the content will be more more open, so we can have more videos on the game and then talk about a lot more things in the game and what's going on in the game. So yeah man, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate any support you can show on this video, man. Tell me what you think about the whole video in the comments down below, and if you did enjoy this video, please do smash that like button, as that would really help the channel out. And if you're new, subscribe for more of this kind of videos. We do check out these weapons and other few exotic weapons now and then. But thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate any support you can show me.